Welcome to part 3 of the BI Builder demonstration, Advanced SQL Lab Queries to Convert Different Data Types by Interface. I am Andy Naylor, Head of Customer Success here at Interface, and we are Bitrix24 Gold Partners providing implementation, customization, training and support. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how you can convert the custom field data types to the relevant reporting data type. And this will be explained throughout this demonstration. When you first of all pull a custom field into the BI Builder, it does come through as a text field, and therefore what you can't do is you cannot use them in any metrics, or you cannot use them in any filters such as date types. So if we go into Bitrix, and I'm going to follow on from part 1 and part 2 in this, and I'm going to click into the lead, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at pulling in the estimated go live date, and we'll turn this from a text field, which is what it is portrayed as in the BI Builder, and we're going to convert this into a date field. And then similarly, we are going to take the weighted value, which again comes through as a text field, so we can't use it, for example, in a number widget, and we're going to convert this into a number so that we can use this type of field. So let's go into the BI Builder and back into our inquiry dashboard. And then if we click on Edit, we can go into our SQL lab in here, and we'll be able to see the query that we had previously built into the data type here. So here what we have, I've added 2 more additional custom fields in. We've got an estimated go live date, which is what we were just looking at inside the lead, and we also have a weighted value in here. Now what I'm referring to is when you pull in these fields, what you will see is that they are a varchar type. And that will mean that if I was to save this data set, and let's call it new custom lead fields, click on save and explore. And let's say, for example, we wanted a number widget in here. Now, if I wanted the weighted value to be the metric, you can see on these columns that it says ABC next to it because it has a data type as varchar. So if I try to drag this into here and click on sum and click save, click on update, then it will throw an error because it is a varchar and it cannot calculate that type of value. Similar with the estimated go live date, if I drop this into here, what we will see is that it's not recognizing it as a date field, so I can't use it as a filter. So what we need to do is we need to go back into our SQL lab in here, and instead what we can do is we can use the cast option in here. So we type in cast, and then here we can say as date and put a square bracket. And what that will allow me to do is if I run this, it will now recognize it as a date field when I go back into my BI Builder chart. Secondly, what I can do here is I'll use TriCast in here, this is another option, and then as decimal, and then here I can put 2 decimal places and number 10 as weighted value. So what we're doing there is we are converting the varchar field type of the estimated go live to a date field so that we can use it in the filter, and I can use try-cast to cast the weighted value again from a varchar into a decimal field in here. Now at the moment that would throw an error because I just need to have the finish bracket because it was missing on here. So if I run this, that will give me the correct answer. So if I now click on Save Dataset in here and say, let's say this is going to be cast values as an example, save and explore in here, and what we'll see is that we have an estimated go live date is now got a little clock next to it, so you can see that the data type is a date, which is perfect for our report. And we also have a weighted value, which is a decimal, and you can see it's represented by this hash, and that refers to it being available to use as a metric. So this time, if I click on the number in here, let's call this weighted value, and then I can drag and drop this into here, and we're going to sum that particular weighted value. And you can click on the pencil and give it a nice name for the, if we were using this in a table, for example. Click on Save. And then you can see in here, it's automatically added the estimated go live as a filter. And if I click on Update Chart, that will give me a number, 14,000. Pretty much like when in part 2, maybe I want a more accurate number. Because I'm using 2 decimal places as the data type, I can click into Customize here, number format, and I can specify that I want it to be a whole number in here. Click on Update Chart, and there we have it. So if I click on Save, and then in here, I can add that to my dashboard. Click and Save to go to my dashboard in here. If I click on Edit, I can make that a bit smaller in here. And then I can drag and drop into this particular area in here, I do believe. Let me have a look. I think I need to go. Let me see if I can do that in here. There we go. So I think I'll be able to stack it up. Maybe I can't stack it up on top of one another. So I'll leave it as that as the minute. And then we can maybe just bring that down so we can make it full size in here. I think what I would need to do is remove this one out of here and bring it down. But you can start to see that the weighted value, because I've converted that varchar into a decimal, it now displays, and obviously we can use it as a filter. If I was to save this, I can add the filter option to filter out that specific expected go live on there. So that's how we use a little bit more of an advanced query to convert our custom field data types into numbers, so we can use them in metrics, and dates, so obviously we can use them in the filter, or alternatively you can obviously use the dates in bar charts as well, and you can group by the month. So thank you very much for watching. Please do get in touch with us for a full demonstration, or to find out more about this and other solutions, please go to intraface.com/solutions. Thank you very much, and bye for now.